Hi Capricorn, thanks for being here today. And if you're new to the channel, then welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for the 17th of June, and I'm going to be doing a love and you and some insight into some personal awakenings for you. I'm going to put this deck over to the side just now. I'll come to that in a second. And before I start, I would like to let you know that the website is up and running, and you'll find it in the details in the video, and offering personal readings from now until Christmas for an introductory price of £25. And if you go to the website, you'll see a lot more information about me than you would find here. So that's way too many cards. So let me just, my eyes drawn to these cards. I'm going to take all three. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'll take the top one first. Begin with the you reading, and then I'm going to jump back and read these same cards again, only with a view of love. And then I'm going to take these cards and look at what is maybe going on, what questions you have for yourself, and maybe what awakenings you may need for yourself at this time, what realizations are maybe scrambling to get out of your thoughts or your mind. I'm going to take this. Oh, there's two cards there. You're awful greedy. You want two of everything. All right, let's take the two. We have letting go, and we have unleash your creativity. All right, let me figure out how I'm going to get all of this in for you, and I'll be back in a sec. All right, let's get back into this. Now, I've had to move the cards about a bit and take out the insight card because I couldn't fit everything in. So let's jump in, see what these cards have to say. Now, we've got the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Devil card. Let's break them down, and then we'll come back to the message at the end. Eight of Wands. All right, now, so you have the freedom. You don't feel tied down to anything, or you want the freedom, you want the movement there, because you want to be able to get somewhere. You've got something in mind, there's something that you want to do, something that you want to accomplish, and you don't want any restrictions. You don't want to be tied down to no movement. You want things to move along at a quick pace. So what is it that you want to do? Is this something to do with messages? Has there been communication here? Is it something that, with the Eight of Swords, has maybe made you upset a little bit? Has there been communication about, with the Eight of Swords, something that is giving you sleepless nights? Something that is just going round and round in your head, won't stop? Do you feel that you're to blame for something? Do you feel that people are looking at you and blaming you? Could be that you feel that people don't like you, or that you feel the victim in this situation, whatever the situation is. Is that what all of the messages are about? And is that what the freedom and the movement, the fast movement is about? Are you trying to maybe look to fix why you're feeling so bad? Why you feel like the victim in this situation? Let's move on to the next two cards, and we've got the King of Wands and the Devil card here. Now, the King of Wands, this is sort of a repeat message with just a slight different view on the cards, because the King of Wands is about having a goal, about creating opportunities to achieve that goal, about having the strength to get there. Similar to the Eight of Wands in quite a few of those words. The Devil card here is similar in intention in some ways to the Eight of Swords, because the Devil card here is telling me that, is there something that you feel that you can't get away from? That you feel chained to? Is it something that you've done or something that you've said? Because with the Devil card and the Eight of Swords, there is a feeling of being a victim here. But is it something that has happened or you have done and you feel that it's a situation that was out of control for you, that it wasn't your fault? But the Devil card here is suggesting you take another look at that, because the Devil is someone of trickery. It gives you the impression that whatever it may be, this item, this topic, is in control. But the thing is that you have handed control to this item, this person, this topic, whatever it is. You may feel that you have no control, that this thing is controlling you, but you're giving it the power, because you can stop at any time. Won't be easy, but you have gave this thing the power to control you, and it's only you that can take it back. So the message here is that you have the control. You are the person who can make the plans, create the opportunities. You have the energy, the freedom, and the way to get to your destination in a quick fashion. You can achieve your goals. You may have your doubts. You may feel that everything's your fault. You may feel like a victim. but you need to let those things go. You may feel that they are controlling you, but you're the one that's in control. You can do it. Hi there. All right, back to these cards again. And let's look at them from a love reading now. Now, it could be that these cards are maybe a little bit like building blocks here because there are so many different parts to each of these cards. So pick and choose which parts feel relevant for your situation. Okay, let's get started and we'll just jump in. We've got the Eight of Wands. This is fast moving. It could be that it's messages or it could be actions. But it's about moving quickly. So there's you're getting speed here. Now, this could be split into two different things. If the relationship that you're in is a new one, are you maybe feeling like you've been sucked up into a whirlwind? Things moving really fast. Lots of thrills, lots of things to keep you going, maybe because you don't want to stop and think. Could be then, if you're already in a relationship that's been going on for a little while, has your feet maybe get stuck in the mud a little bit? That everything you're doing is just slow or stayed? And it could be that, with the Eight of Wands, the mobility, the fast moving energy that is here within this card, that maybe, that stickiness begins to let go a little bit. Or you maybe wanting to try new experiences together. Maybe go out to dinner in a different place. Maybe looking at life in a slightly different way opens up your relationship. So there's two different ways that you could look at this card. Let's move on to the next one, which is the Eight of Swords. Now again, there's different ways to look at it. So let's look at it from the new relationship point of view first. Are you feeling restricted? This card is all about restrictions, self-imposed or not. It could be that with this card here, you are feeling that this new relationship, this whirlwind that you're in, is the best that you're going to get. That you maybe haven't been in a relationship for a while. Maybe this has been the only person that's caught your eye, but there's not really the deeper feeling there that you would expect for a long-term relationship. So it could be that maybe you feel that this is your only option, or for some reason that this is what you deserve, that you're ready to settle. Now, if this has to do with a long-term relationship, then is there a possibility that you're feeling a little bit trapped? It could be that maybe you feel that you have to stay because you're feeling guilty about something. Maybe you feel you've invested so much in this relationship It could be that you're going through a sticky patch. But with the Eight of Swords here and this restricted or trapped feeling, there is something about this card that's trying to tell you not to set yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Because you may have children in the relationship, you may feel other reasons why there is a strong pull, there's a strong reason to stay in a relationship that is not working. And what you have to determine then is, why is it not working? Is it not working because you're going through a sticky patch? Or is it not working because there really wasn't a foundation there? But feeling restricted is not the reason to stay. Don't allow the guilt or the reason to settle a reason for you to stay in a relationship that is not working for you. But again, relationships do go through ups and downs. And, I would never advise that you give up in a relationship just because you've went through a difficult patch. And that's where you need to realise which one it is. Was there really something truly deeply, connected between you? Or did you settle? And that's the decision that you have to come to before you make any changes, any movement. Because it could be that this unstuck feeling, this new life, this new experience could be walking away. But only you can determine that, because this is a general reading. So please think carefully before you make any choices. Let's move on. We've got the King of Wands. Now, as the focus of all of this thought, movement about someone who is a very strong person, someone that you can rely on, someone who is very charming, very caring, go out his way to help, or her way to help. It really cares about how the other person is feeling, because they're emotionally intelligent, they're emotionally aware of what's going on around them. And they're also emotionally available, that they really want to have this relationship work. Now, with the Devil being next to the King of Wands, this could, again, go in so many different directions. So let's just go through them all. Could be that this person, this man, this King of Wands, man or woman, they have a strong sexual desire, because Wands is also about, potency and virility. And it's a long term. It's not a wham bam, thank you ma'am, we'll never have sex again. This person has the potency, the virility, the sexual appetite to last for years. With the Devil card beside it though, Is he a bit kinky? Is she a bit kinky? Open-minded? Wanting to explore their sexuality? So that could be a part of the mixture of the King of Wands and the Devil card. The Devil card also goes down the road of addiction, overindulging. It could also be that, you do decide to stick around to work on this relationship, to work on these feelings of being trapped, and to build something with this person that you've attached yourself to. Because this is about getting into scary commitments, long-term commitments, marriage, getting a mortgage, children. But there's also part of this card which could also relate to feeling stuck, is that yes, this person may be charming, may be wonderful to be around, but they also may have a real negative part of their personality in that they can belittle, they can oppress, they can verbally abuse and then physically abuse, and that is something that no one should put up with. If there is an abuse part within this relationship, then maybe it is time to get up and go. That the restrictions that you're trying to keep yourself in check here and accept things, it's not something to accept. So if there is any sort of abuse, then maybe it is time to go. Hi, sorry, I got cut off there. So I guess it's just really which part of this story fits together for your personal situation. Alright, so let's move on and we'll have a look at the insight cards. Alright, this is the part where we have a look at these oracle cards. And if you remember, 2 cards came forward for you: letting go and unleash your creativity. Now, this is all about looking at what you're feeling, you're thinking. Could be that it's something that has just awakened within you. And these cards here are, offering advice. So let's jump in. Letting go. This is about reaching that moment where you realise that things aren't the way that they should be. You may have spent a long time in trying to work on it and knowing that the situation wasn't quite right. But it could be that it's time to realise that the relationship has run its course. That maybe it is time to say goodbye. Goodbyes are never easy. Life that has brought you to that point to say goodbye has never been easy. You could have doubts yourself. When you're in that moment of goodbye, you could find that other people are trying to persuade you that you're making the wrong decision. But it's taken you a while to get to this decision. So if this is something that has been well thought out and it's how you truly feel, then don't let your doubts or other people's opinions persuade you or change your direction. Now, this could be the moment where you look at how you want to live your life, what things you want to do. It's going to take time for you to go over letting go. But during that time, let's unleash your creativity. Finding yourself again once you have left a relationship can take a bit of time. Time to find out what you enjoy as an individual instead of as part of a couple. What things did you enjoy or do enjoy? Do you enjoy just sitting quietly listening to music, reading a book, socialising with friends, having friends round for dinner? Could be that, there are sports activities. It could be that there's so many different things that you've wanted to do for such a long time that this is the moment where you jump in and you allow yourself time and don't feel guilty while you're in the process of grieving and moving on from a relationship which has run its course. Allow yourself to put everything and anything that you've wanted to do onto the table and don't judge yourself. Try those things and build yourself back up. Become the person that you know you should be. All right. Now, these are the cards that have come forward. And whether you decide to act on those cards is something that is within your realm of responsibility. Because this is a general reading. And at the end of the day, the only person that can take responsibility for your actions, the way you go about things, the karma that comes back at you, the only person that can take responsibility for all of those things is you. Because you're the one that's doing it. You're making the choices and the decisions. So please think carefully before making any movements on the things that have came forward from this reading today. All right. Now please take care and I'll see you the next time for your life reading. All right. Bye.